Hello, I'm Tobyana, and today I am going to be doing a gemstone tutorial, or watch me work, or however you want to look at that. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a couple of different shapes to paint on, and for the sake of this particular watch me work, I did 3 different shapes, one round, one kind of oval to the side, and one oval up and down. And this is just me kind of having fun and warming up before working on something else, so that's what we're doing here. Now, I created these shapes using the shape tool, which I'll then rasterize so that it's no longer a smart object, just because, I don't know, my computer tends to lag if I have a lot of smart objects, and it's lagging already bad enough with this recording software happening. And because this is a watch me work and I'm posting this on DeviantArt, I am going to be duplicating these layers so that you can kind of see in a flat image what each step was as well. The next step and most obvious step is to add the first layer of shading. In this instance, I'm going to be using a multiply layer that I am using the base color on to do the shading, because it gives it a very rich look to it, and I don't know, I just think it looks pretty. So my next step is that I'm going to be using the fill bucket on another multiply layer, and I'm going to select the circles, and I'm going to contract the selection and then remove the fill that I put in to give it a very crisp, perfect circle on the inside of these, because that's just personally the easiest way for me to do it. And I know there's a bunch of different ways you can select just the single line. You can use the line tool and stuff, but I personally think this is I like the look of this the best, so that's what I'm gonna use in this video. And we're gonna blur it, and we're going to duplicate the layer so we can get on to the highlighting part, because that's the fun part, right? Alright, you guys like the highlighting part as much as I do? So this is really easy and really fun. I'm just going to create a new layer using the overlay, sorry guys, I don't know what's wrong with my speaking today. Overlay mode for the layer, and I'm going to use the light blue that's up in the corner there, and I'm just going to select the circles, and then I'm going to shift the selection up so that it lines up right about where I want that highlighting to be, which is what I'm doing right there. And I'm just going to go in with a very soft brush in that overlay layer, and I'm going to just paint in some highlights. And because that selection was taken from the outside of the shape, it's going to have it's going to match that shape really well. And now we get to just kind of play. So we're going to go in with another overlay layer, and at this point we're going to just start scribbling in there and see if we can have some fun and get some interesting shapes showing up. So I'm going to start off with the reflective layer, because it just makes the shape seem even more real in 3D, and it makes it pop more, and it makes it shinier. Who doesn't like the shinier? The shinier is always fun. So I'm adding in some reflective light, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to start adding some highlights on the inside as well, and just making things pop. And I'm really just kind of scribbling on the inside, because different gems reflect light differently, and you don't know what objects are next to this gemstone, and I don't know, it's just kind of fun to play, and why not? Who's stopping me? And on the next two, I'm going to kind of, well, the middle one more so, I'm going to kind of do a star sapphire sort of look, where I've got this reflective shiny star in the middle of the gemstone, and then the last one I just kind of throw in some kind of curved lines over it, sort of giving it a, I don't know, kind of a funky texture on the inside, but it looks different, and that's what I was after. The important thing is to just kind of have fun, because every one that you do, every experiment you do when you're painting is just kind of helping you to learn and giving you an idea of what different marks make and what they do and how you can get weird effects. So even if you end up with something that's completely unrealistic, I don't know, I don't think that's necessarily a failure because you're having fun doing it, and isn't that the point of a hobby with the art stuff? And on this next layer, again an overlay layer, I'm going to use that light yellow at the bottom of the palette to really throw in some more interesting hot spots and really make this thing start to sparkle. And having that extra color in there in the highlight gives you more opportunity to play with the colors and add more color when you go back to color these gemstones. So you could have like a red gemstone with purple highlighting, like there's something reflecting off of it in the background, or it's like a three-dimensional or a multicoloral stone, kind of like Alexandrite. I don't know if you guys have seen that before, but and we're going to continue adding depth, this time by adding a darker layer to kind of push more darkness into it, like there's really a deepness to this stone. So that's really what we're doing here. And again, you're just playing with the shapes, not necessarily doing a specific single dark circle in the background, but playing with the reflections. And I like to add dark lights right next to the highlights because I feel like that really makes the gem stand out and sparkle and gives it a lot of depth. But on the last stone it was kind of not working so well, and I'm noticing right now as I'm doing this voiceover that that little stone looks a little bit like Jack's face from Nightmare Before Christmas, so yay, that's fun. And finally we're just going to add in some bright white hot spots just to absolutely make this thing sparkle. So this is going to be super shiny sparkly gemstones. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but it's pretty, so yay! And it's like done, so there we go. This concludes my thrown together gemstone tutorial here. Yep. Well, thank you guys for watching, and if you have a chance, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. If you want to see the PNG version of this, it is available on my DeviantArt account, which is tobyana.deviantart.com. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye.